NFL preseason gets underway on Thursday, August 13th, with Week 1, which normally begins on a Thursday night. The Hall of Fame game is played on the previous Sunday, and it is the official opening of the NFL preseason, but only 2 teams are in action. All 32 teams will be in action for the first full week of the NFL preseason. On Thursday, August 13th, New Orleans plays at Baltimore. The Saints are 21-17 in the preseason under head coach Sean Payton, while the Ravens are 19-9 under John Harbaugh. Green Bay will play at New England. Bill Belichick teams have been excellent in Week 1, going 11-5. The New York Jets will play at Detroit. This will be the debut for Jets head coach Todd Bowles. Miami will play Chicago, and this will be the first game for John Fox as the head coach of the Bears. Washington will play at Cleveland. This is a matchup between disappointing quarterbacks, with Argyle facing off against Johnny Manziel. And Dallas will play at San Diego. The Cowboys are 3-2 in Week 1 preseason action under Jason Garrett. On Friday, August 14th, Tennessee will play at Atlanta. This will be the first game as head coach for Atlanta's Dan Quinn. Carolina will play at Buffalo. This will be Rex Ryan's first game as Buffalo's head coach. Pittsburgh will play at Jacksonville. The Steelers are just 4-5 in Week 1 under head coach Mike Tomlin. The New York Giants will play at Cincinnati. The Giants are 7-5 in Week 1 under Tom Coughlin. St. Louis will play at Oakland, and this will be the debut for new St. Louis quarterback Nick Foles. And Denver will play at Seattle. This will be the first game for Gary Kubiak as Denver's head coach. On Saturday and Sunday, August 15th and 16th, San Francisco will go to Houston. This is another head coaching debut as Jim Tomsula takes over in San Francisco. Tampa Bay will play in Minnesota. This will be the debut for Tampa quarterback Jameis Winston. Kansas City will play at Arizona. Andy Reid's teams are 8-9 in Week 1 of the preseason. And then on Sunday, August 16th, Indianapolis will play at Philadelphia. The Eagles are 0-2 in Week 1 of the preseason under Chip Kelly. Taking the points is oftentimes the way to go in Week 1 of the NFL preseason. In the first week of the preseason, there won't be many big spreads, but when the teams are getting 3.5 points or more, they usually hit about 57% of the time. The Week 1 totals in the preseason are normally low, and there is good reason for that. The average amount of points scored in the first week of the preseason is 34 points. It goes up to almost 37 points in Week 2, and up to 38.5 points in Week 3 of the preseason. It then comes down in Week 4 to 38 points per game, with most of the backups playing. Don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.